When the day is day and the night is night, then look at the beauty of Allah's creation. There is intense attraction between the day and the night. No, they're not going to like this part of the lecture in Lower Manhattan. There is intense attraction between the day and the night. When the night is being approached, the day is coming to an end. The weary toil of the day is coming to an end, and he is now approaching her. Look at the excitement. Look at the riot of colors in the sunset. Look at the sun as it goes down, no longer a yellow sun. Now it's a bright red sun, a boiling hot sun. The sun is going down like a blazing ball of fire. That's the excitement of the male approaching the female. That's the splendor of Allah's creation. But they don't understand this in Lower Manhattan. And as the day plunges into the arms of the night, a shattering experience. There is a calm that descends at sunset. There is a period of dusk as they become closer to each other. And then there is a time for rest. The early hours of the night are the best time to sleep. And then there is a time for prayer, and you wake up. And there is a time for meditation, to think in the early hours of the morning. And there's a time for love. And then there's a time to say goodbye. And notice, as the sun seeks to leave the night, the day seeks to leave the night is holding on to him. She does not want him to go. And so while he went into her arms with a plunging ball of fire, in the morning it's just a single ray of light. That's all. And then a second ray of light. Slowly, the dawn gives way to the day, displaying the intensity of the attraction between the male and the female. That's the natural order. When you have the male-female relationship with this kind of excitement, with all of the drama of life, then you have the natural order. And then people can live with peace and with happiness, even if they have only a loaf of bread. But if the Dajjal is to rule the world, he has to take this natural order and turn it upside down. And what he has done is to give to the world a feminist revolution. The last people, said the Prophet, ﷺ, to come out of the Dajjal will be women. And a man would have to return to his home and tie down, meaning coercively restrain his wife, his sister, his daughter, to protect them from Dajjal. So something is going to come which will mesmerize women, which will utterly brainwash them. What is it? It is the feminist revolution. And it is a revolution which takes the night, and says to the night, It is discriminatory if you are prevented from trying to become they. Anything that a man does, a woman should have the freedom to do it as well. And so he said that women would dress like men. You have to dress like a man if you want to assume the functional role of men. And so she goes out to work full time. And when she goes out to work full time, not only does she dress like a man, she has to speak like a man. I'm not going to mention the name of anyone in Mr. Clinton's cabinet. And as she speaks like a man, her face becomes masculine. She loses all the femininity of a woman. She loses all the shyness, all the bashfulness of a woman. She's uncovered when the mystery of a woman is in her being covered. You have to take off the layers one by one gently on your honeymoon night to be able to discover who she is. But when all is uncovered, that's where Uncle Sam's daughter is today. She loses her femininity. And as she loses her femininity, then the natural attraction begins to wane. When the sun comes to the day, at the end of the day, the sun no longer plunges like a ball of fire into the arms of the night. No. Because now you have an adversarial relationship. The male-female relationship. It's pots and pans flying all over the room. And as the day loses interest in the night, eventually the day develops an interest in the day. It's natural. And so you have an unnatural sexual relationship becoming the natural. This is an upside-down world, isn't it? And that's where we are today with the Gay and Lesbian Rights Day Parade in downtown Manhattan. And every leader worth his salt will have to go and join the march sometime or the other, if you are to be counted as a part of mainstream. If that's your choice, you're going to have to march. That this is a sexual preference which is now natural and must be accommodated. That the day can mate with the day. But not only does she lose her femininity, and the attraction between the male and the female is no longer there. The electricity is no longer there. But she also loses her fertility. The womb refuses to bear children. But her husband wants a child. And so she goes to the fertility clinics. Can't have any children. Pays a lot of money, but nothing's working. Well, then what to do?